It was 1999. A Menomonee Falls police officer turned in his badge and left the force. Now, more than a decade later, he's back in uniform, playing a lieutenant on Fox's new hit, The Chicago Code. So how did that happen? To understand the answer, you have to understand the mind of a cop.
Female police superintendent. This Wauwatosa man has been faithfully DVRing the show on Monday nights. He not only likes the show, he's waiting to see his own scenes.
My name is Rob Wood, and I play a police lieutenant on Chicago Code.
Several years ago, he was one, patrolling the streets of Menomonee Falls. Rob says the folks on the Chicago Code were looking for real law enforcement types.
It's building the realism.
For the city of Chicago, we have lost one of our finest.
More than 100 officers from the Chicago Police Department ground. So what does it matter if they're real cops or not? Could anybody tell? Rob could.
You know, you carry yourself a certain way, and you have a certain look.
Rob says that look comes from the confidence gained in police academy training that emphasizes safety and teaches officers to send a clear message.
That's a flashbang, and those are used occasionally.
It's clear that Rob can relate to much of what goes on the show. We watched a recent episode with him at his home in Wauwatosa, including this scene where an officer talks about the incredible stress of the job.
It's not one thing. Dead bodies, kids. First it's a few drinks to get to sleep, and before you know it, it's 12 shots just to get what happened on your shift out of your head.
Now, I didn't experience the things that he did, but I can understand the stress that was being portrayed in that character, and I think they nailed it right on.
That stress is part of the reason Rob turned in his badge and started a career in real estate.
You do love being a realtor.
I love being a realtor.
Rob says his clients are happy to see him. He's helping them achieve their dreams. It was much different when he was an officer. Rob says sometimes he'd meet people who didn't want to see the police because it usually meant something bad had happened.
But when I walked out that door late December 1999, it felt like the weight of the world was off my shoulders.
Now, Rob's mom worked here at Fox 6 for many, many years, and that's how we found out about this story. She actually called one day asking if we knew where she could find Chicago Code merchandise. We said, "Why do you want to know?" That's when she told us about her son's new role on the show.
It's pretty cool.
It's very cool.
Has Rob actually been on any of the episodes yet? Any speaking parts or anything?
Not yet. His episodes have not aired yet. I've been watching. I haven't seen any. I talked to him. He thinks maybe it'll come up later in the show. And he doesn't have any speaking lines. He doesn't even want to be an actor. He says he just did this on a whim, did it for the experience, which he says so far has been great.
All right. Well, that's exciting.
Yeah,
Fun
very
stuff.
cool for him.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
Well, you know, of all the college